Imagine walking into a bank and instead of waiting in line, someone greets you by name, opens the door, and hands you a cup of your favorite coffee. Then they escort you into a private room where everything you need is handled quietly, instantly, and almost magically. No paperwork piles, no waiting on hold, no stress. It feels like a world only the wealthy get to experience. But here is the real question. Is that special treatment actually worth the thousands of dollars in fees private banking services charge? Or is it just luxury marketing dressed up to make you feel important? Stay with me, because the surprising truth might completely flip what you thought you knew about private banking services. And by the time we get to the end, you will discover the one thing that private banks never advertise, yet it is the biggest reason some wealthy people swear the fees are worth every penny. That is the open loop, so keep watching. Number 1. What private banking services really are. Private banking services sound mysterious, but in simple words, they are premium financial services designed for people with higher incomes or large amounts of assets. Think of it as having a personal financial concierge. Instead of calling the bank and speaking to whoever picks up, you get your own dedicated banker. That person handles everything from opening accounts, to solving problems, to helping with investment decisions. For example, imagine you are buying a house. A normal bank might make you wait days for paperwork, identity verification, and loan approval. A private banker can prepare paperwork in advance, push your loan through faster, and sometimes even negotiate better terms. Or imagine you are traveling, your card gets blocked and you cannot reach customer service. Private banking clients get 24/7 direct access to their banker. No phone tree, no hold music, just instant help. That is the world of private banking, but the real question is whether these benefits justify the fees. Number 2. Who qualifies for private banking services? Here is where most beginners get confused. Private banking is not only for millionaires. You do not need to be ultra-wealthy to qualify. Many banks now offer entry-level private banking programs for people with $100,000 in deposits or investments. Some banks have higher requirements, like $250,000 or even $1 million in combined assets. But many others start far lower. For example, Bank A might require $100,000 across your accounts. Bank B might accept $75,000. And some banks, especially online banks, offer private-style services for even less. The point is, private banking is more accessible than most people think. But the truth is, qualifying is the easy part. Getting value is the hard part. Number 3. What exactly do you get for the fees? Private banking is not free. Banks may charge monthly fees, annual fees, or require minimum balances to avoid fees. So what do you get in exchange? You usually get a dedicated banker, priority customer service, better loan rates, early access to new financial products, and help with financial planning. Let's look at an example. Say you are applying for a mortgage. A private banking client might get a lower interest rate because of their relationship with the bank. That difference, even if it is only 0.25% lower, could save you tens of thousands of dollars over the lifetime of the loan. You may also get early access to certain credit cards with higher rewards, or investment opportunities regular customers never see. But every bank is different. Some offer real benefits. Others offer benefits that sound good but do not actually change anything for your life. And that leads to the next section. Number 4. The hidden downsides nobody tells you about. This is where beginners can get misled. The biggest downside of private banking is that the benefits might not match the fees you pay. For example, if the monthly fee is $50, that equals to $600 a year. If the only real benefit you use is priority customer service, you might be wasting money. Another downside is that private bankers are still employees of the bank. Their job is to help you, yes, but also to sell you the bank's products. And those products may not always be the best option for you. Here's a simple example. A private banker might offer you a managed investment portfolio with a 1% annual management fee. but you could invest in low-cost index funds on your own and pay only a fraction of that. Another downside is the opportunity cost. If the bank requires you to keep $100,000 in your account to avoid fees, that is money you cannot invest elsewhere for potentially higher returns. Private banking is a business, and banks make billions of dollars from these services, so you should always ask whether you are getting more value than you are giving. Number 5. When private banking services are actually worth it. Now, here's where things get interesting. Private banking services can be worth the fees if you are in a specific situation. For example, if you are buying or refinancing a home, private banks can speed things up, reduce stress, and save you money through better loan terms. Another example is if you are a business owner and are constantly dealing with complicated financial paperwork or cash flow issues. A dedicated banker can save you hours of time each month. Or if you travel often, private banks can protect you from card issues, foreign transaction problems, and offer personalized solutions instantly. And if you are someone who values time over money, the convenience alone might be worth the cost.
The key is this. Private banking works best for people who need high-touch service regularly. If you barely interact with your bank, the value disappears. Number 6. The difference between private banking and private wealth management. A lot of beginners confuse these two terms, but they are not the same thing. Private banking focuses on convenience, faster service, better loans, and smoother experiences. Private wealth management focuses on investments, long-term financial planning, and building your wealth strategically. Think of it like this. Private banking helps you with your personal financial life today. Private wealth management helps you grow your future wealth. Some banks include both under one package. Others separate them. For example, a private banker might help you open accounts, get loans, or solve problems. A wealth manager helps you create investment strategies, retirement plans, tax planning strategies, and more. Beginners often assume private banking means private investing, but that is not always true. Make sure to check what your bank actually offers. Number 7. The costs you need to watch out for. Banks often advertise private banking as free if you maintain a minimum balance, but hidden costs can stack up. Some possible costs include investment management fees, early withdrawal fees, account maintenance fees, wire transfer fees, foreign transaction fees, and overdraft fees that still apply. Here's an example. A bank might offer you a premium investment service with a 1% management fee. If you have $100,000 invested, that is $1,000 a year, and that cost grows as your money grows. Another example is foreign transaction fees. You might assume a premium account comes with free international transactions, but some banks still charge them. Always read the fine print. The word free rarely means truly free in the banking world. Number 8. How private banking makes you feel rich. Here's a psychological angle many people do not talk about. Private banking is designed to make you feel important. The luxury branding, the dedicated phone line, the private lounge, the gold-colored card, and the exclusive access create a sense of belonging to a higher financial class. And sometimes people pay for the feeling more than the actual benefits. There is nothing wrong with enjoying premium treatment, but you must separate emotion from value. If the only reason you want private banking is the feeling of status, you're paying for a feeling, not a service. For example, some banks offer metal cards that look premium, but the benefits behind them are the same as regular cards with no fees. Ask yourself whether you want the service or the status. Number 9. How banks profit from private banking clients. Banks do not offer premium treatment out of generosity. They do it because private banking clients are extremely profitable. The bank earns interest from the deposits you keep, fees from the investments they manage for you, commissions from financial products they sell you, and even money from your large transactions. Banks treat private clients well because those clients
help the bank make more money. Here is an example. If a private client takes a mortgage of $400,000, even if the interest rate is slightly lower, the bank earns a massive amount of interest over the years. Or if the client invests $200,000 through the bank, the 1% management fee equals to $2,000 every year. Understanding this helps you make smarter decisions. Banks are businesses, and if they are earning thousands from you, you should be getting equal or greater value in return. Number 10, how to know if private banking is worth it for you. This is what beginners really want to know. Here are the key questions to ask yourself. Do you actually need a dedicated banker, or are you fine with regular customer service? Do you frequently apply for loans or manage large transactions? Do you travel often or deal with international money issues? Do you value convenience and time more than money? Do you need advanced financial planning or investment help? Here is a simple example. If a private banker can help you negotiate a better mortgage rate that saves you $10,000 over 10 years and the annual fee is $200, that is worth it. But if you rarely need help and only call the bank once or twice a year, a private banking fee of $500 would be a waste. The rule is simple. If the value you receive is greater than the cost, it is worth it. If not, skip it. Number 11. The one hidden benefit private banks almost never promote, yet it is the reason wealthy people stay loyal for decades. Here it is. Private banking gives you access to opportunities that regular customers never see. These might include exclusive investment products, special loan programs, private events where you meet other wealthy clients, and business opportunities that naturally happen when you're surrounded by high net worth individuals. For example, someone in a private banking lounge might casually meet a business owner who is looking for a partner, or a private banker might introduce a client to someone with a profitable investment opportunity. These networking moments are not advertised, but they are often where the real value comes from. This hidden benefit is why some wealthy people pay the fees without hesitation. They view private banking as a gateway into a financial network, not just a bank service. Number 12, the truth about relationship pricing. This is a point most beginners overlook. Banks love something called relationship pricing. It means the more financial products you use, the more perks you unlock. But here is the twist. Private banking clients often get discounted rates on loans, lower fees on credit products, and better terms on lines of credit because the bank wants to keep all of your accounts in one place. For example, a private client might pay a lower interest rate on a home equity line of credit simply because they also keep a checking account, a savings account, and an investment account with that bank. The bank rewards loyalty because the bank earns more when you stay fully inside their ecosystem. But this can be a double-edged sword. Sometimes you stay with a bank just because they offer a discount, even though another bank might offer a better product. Relationship pricing can be a win if you compare your options. It becomes a loss if you stay loyal without doing the math. Number 13. How private banking helps with financial emergencies. Here is something you might not expect. Private banking can be extremely helpful during financial emergencies. Ordinary customers often need to wait days for approvals or account adjustments. But private banking clients can get same-day approvals for things like temporary credit line increases or emergency loans. Imagine your business needs funding urgently. A regular bank process might take 1 to 2 weeks. A private banking team might be able to do it in 24 hours because they know your financial history personally. They do not need weeks of paperwork. Or imagine you are traveling overseas and your card stops working during a payment. A private banker can restore your access instantly. No waiting, no stress. If you value crisis support or fast problem solving, this is one area private banking could be genuinely worth paying for. Number 14. Concierge and lifestyle perks that can save you money. Not all private banking benefits are financial.
Some banks offer lifestyle concierge services that help you book travel, secure last-minute restaurant reservations, find hotel upgrades, or plan special events. These may sound like luxury extras, but they can save money in real life. For example, a concierge might find you a hotel discount that saves you $200 on a trip. Or they might secure a reservation for a fully booked restaurant that you could never get into on your own. Some private clients use these perks constantly and save hundreds of dollars each year. Others never use them at all. It all depends on your lifestyle. If you travel or entertain often, these perks might be surprisingly valuable. Number 15. Business banking advantages you cannot get in regular accounts.
If you run a small business or plan to start one in the future, private banking can give you special advantages. Private banks often offer faster business loan approvals, better merchant account rates, access to business credit lines with lower interest, and personalized help managing cash flow. Imagine you run an online store and you need a short-term loan to purchase inventory for the holiday season. Regular customers might get denied or delayed, but private banking clients can get approved faster because the bank knows them personally. Another example, a private banker might help you negotiate better merchant processing fees, which could save your business thousands of dollars per year. These business perks alone can outweigh private banking fees if you use them well. Number 16. Customized credit strategies that save you money. One of the biggest hidden benefits of private banking is access to customized credit solutions. Wealthy clients often do not borrow money in the same way regular customers do. They leverage credit lines, asset-backed loans, or portfolio lines of credit. But here is the key. Private banking clients can get these tools too. For example, instead of using a high-interest personal loan, a private banker might set up a low-interest line of credit tied to your investment portfolio. This could save you thousands of dollars in interest. Or if you have good cash flow but inconsistent income, such as a freelancer or business owner, a private banker can help structure loans that match your income patterns instead of forcing you into rigid monthly payments. This type of credit flexibility is rare in normal banking but common in private banking. Number 17. Personalized fraud protection and financial safety. Here is something beginners do not think about until it is too late. Private banking often comes with advanced fraud monitoring and faster fraud resolution. Your accounts are watched more closely because you're considered a high-value customer. Imagine someone tries to move money out of your account. In a regular account, it might take hours before the bank detects it. In a private account, your banker might call you instantly to verify the transaction. Another example, if your card is compromised, a private banking team can send a replacement card to wherever you are, sometimes within 24 hours. That level of protection can be a lifesaver, especially for frequent travelers. Number 18. Legacy planning and family wealth support. Private banking is not just about your money today. It can also help you create financial stability for your family in the future. Many private banks offer services like estate planning guidance, trust account setup, and strategies to help you pass down wealth more efficiently. For example, a private banker might connect you with estate attorneys to help you create a living trust, which can protect your family from long and expensive legal processes. Or, if you want to save for your child's education, private banking can help you set up long-term plans with lower fees or better investment options. For families thinking long-term, this can be one of the most valuable benefits. Number 19. Access to premier customer support teams. Most people hate dealing with customer service, but private banking clients do not go through automated menus or random call centers. They get access to dedicated teams trained to solve complex financial problems. For example, if you are dealing with multiple accounts, investment questions, and loan modifications at the same time, a private banking support team can coordinate all of it in one conversation. This saves time, removes frustration, and keeps your financial life organized. Number 20. Portfolio access that regular investors never see. Banks reserve certain exclusive investment portfolios for private clients only.
These include structured products, market-linked certificates, alternative investments, and exclusive bond offerings that never appear in regular customer accounts. Here's an example. A private client might get priority access to a high-quality municipal bond with a strong yield that sells out quickly. Regular customers never even hear about it. Or the bank might offer a structured note with principal protection that is only available to private clients. Now, this does not mean these are always better investments. You still need to evaluate risk, but having access to exclusive options can be a major advantage for investors who know what they are doing. Number 21, priority problem resolution that saves time and stress. Sometimes your financial life gets messy. You may need to freeze an account, dispute a charge, update tax documents, fix an incorrect credit report issue, or stop unauthorized activity. Private banking services handle these problems quickly because you have a dedicated team. Here's a real-world style example. A regular customer might wait 2 to 5 business days for a credit report dispute to be processed by the bank. A private client might get it escalated within hours. That speed can prevent damage to your credit score, avoid delays in loan approvals, and reduce financial headaches. Number 22, access to exclusive educational events and market insights. Some private banks host private workshops, investment seminars, and economic briefings only for their premium clients. These events give you insights that ordinary customers never receive. For example, a private bank might invite you to a market update presentation where analysts explain current trends, interest rate expectations, and investment opportunities. Or they might host business networking events where you can meet successful entrepreneurs and potential partners. These educational and networking moments can be incredibly valuable, especially for people who want to grow financially and professionally.
Sometimes the luxury is real, sometimes it is an illusion. But the smartest beginners are the ones who learn how to analyze the value before paying for the name. Now tell me this, based on what you learned today, do you think private banking is worth it for your situation?